Spitting fire in the booth, but I'm not a rapper. Purpleroom RecordingZ episode 121. We fucking back in the building, baby. How you doing? I hope you voted. Hope everybody is living a happy, healthy, reigning, lovely life. Let's get active in this bitch. So many things happened over the weekend. I hope you got your ass out there and voted for our lovely state of California. That should probably be its own state, but we're not here to make any rules. Not here to say anything or impose anything on anybody. I'm just saying California is extremely powerful, and if they wanted to break away and be their own thing, they probably could, minus zero protection from all of the other cocksuckers that might try to get our shit. But whatever the fuck the case may be, I'm not a politician. I don't talk politics. It's not what I do. But voting is very important. And the first thing I wanted to talk about is Prop 31, the ban on flavored tobacco in California. Dude, it was no, the percent of no was 37.2%, 2,641,015 votes. Okay. And yes was 62.8%, 4,464,359 votes. So this was an absolute landslide. I didn't even expect it to be this one-sided. I thought it was going to be maybe like 49, 51-ish. I thought it was going to be a battle to see if whether or not people wanted to keep their flavored tobacco products in California, but it wasn't even close. And the reasoning behind it makes perfect sense, because it tastes like a candy, or there's multiple flavors. It's more appealing to children, and if it's more appealing to children, then that means the youth is going to suffer. And we don't need kids in high school or younger, God forbid, or anybody really, but especially the kids. We don't need them hooked on nicotine at a young age, because then they'll just never shake that very nasty habit. So it makes perfect sense. As a person that occasionally loves to have a blunt once in a while, this does suck a lot of ass. But I mean, if it's for the kids, what are you gonna do? You can't really argue with it. No, you can. Yeah, you can. I don't know how children are getting these flavored products either way, because of these vape fucking things. Oh, it feels so good. I don't know. I've never been a fucking vape guy. I like my trees. So, I like my buds, my sticky, my gas, my fucking za. I like that shit. And once in a while, I get a paper. Gotta bust down I got bars like Larry Hoover in this motherfucker when it comes down to it. And then if it's a real party, if it's we got drinks, it's a good night, everybody you love is in the building, then you roll up a backwood or something. But that's only once in a while. You don't do that all the time. That is crazy, smoking backwoods and blunts all the time. I don't get people that do that. You are a different breed entirely. You and I are not the same. You're built different. But, I like it once in a while for sure. So, it being gone being gone soon, it's going to suck, because I'm not going to have that option. So, I think I'm probably going to buy maybe 3 packs. There's 2 in each pack. And then whenever the hell the time calls for it, I'm there. I'm ready. I got it with me right here. Absolutely all done right here. All I got to do is split it open, get my trees, and then cheap the fuck up. But it's not something we do every time. You know what I'm saying? So good voting. But I'm surprised you nick fucks with how many nicotine mother hells I know. I'm surprised you guys didn't vote against Prop 31, because I know you guys are scratching your necks and fiending the fuck out right now with that latest news. Listen to me. If there's ever a time, if they're telling you, if the government is telling you to vote, you should vote. Your vote counts. I voted. I got my ballot in the mail. I dropped it off. I've had that shit ready. But your vote counts. No matter who you vote for, as long as you're voting, that's fucking tremendous enough. Like, you don't need to, you don't. A lot of people like to pretend and act weird when you ask them like who they're voting for. Because like for so long that was such a taboo topic for people. Like it used to be like you don't ask somebody who they're voting because you don't know who they're gonna say, and because you don't know who they're gonna say, the possibility of them going against somebody that's not the guy that you were, or the person, guy, woman, whoever, person that you were going to vote for, is like they don't want to see you different. So, or vice versa, they don't want to be seen different, so they just keep it under wraps. I appreciate that, especially if you have friends that like you have an idea of who they're going to vote for, and they might be the opposition. It's just, if there's like a chance that could kind of detour the relationship, then you probably just shouldn't say so. But again, mixes people. Prop 29, I feel like, was insanely important for a lot of reasons. One of them being like people's lives were literally at risk. Like, there's no chance that nobody picked this up. So Prop 29 was the regulation of staffing for kidney dialysis clinics. So how many people were going to be working at these clinics? And if you don't have a lot of people, then a lot of people aren't going to go to that clinic. And if people aren't frequenting that clinic, then that means that that whole clinic is probably going to have to get shut down because they don't have any patients. So the patients that actually were there probably had two options: either find another clinic, which I would imagine is insanely hard, or just fucking die. That was literally like the only two options for this thing. So it was this one was also a landslide. So regulation coverage requirements for kidney dialysis clinics, 30.4% said yes, 2,147,744, and 69.6% said no. 4,919,759. So that wasn't even close, and that's a good thing. So it does show that people are actually voting for the things that are going to like help people progress. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the tobacco thing. You can make an argument if you're greedy, like, oh man, tobacco, fuck, what am I gonna do now? Oh, I can't taste my fucking blueberry mint, whatever the fuck, vape juice anymore to help me get through the day. But with this dialysis clinic Prop 29, this showed that like we're going in the right direction. This is good. This is really fucking good. I was afraid that this prop out of all of them was going to get fumbled for Prop 31. Like, if Prop 31 would have passed and then Prop 29 would have just went belly up, I would have had an issue with that. Like, oh cool, I get to smoke blunts, but like millions of people just died today, so that's not worth it. Like, ain't no way. So that's cool. What other props were there? There had to have been Prop 26. Prop 26 allows Native American tribes to offer sports betting on tribal lands. So this is another one that just was not fucking close. So Prop 26, right? This was one that I was pretty interested in, because as a huge football fan, I know if I got my hands on like what people have in Vegas and in Oregon and in all of these states where you can actually like bet on sports, I would be making a little bit of cheddar, just a little bit, because I'm not a big gambler. I never have been. I don't like the feeling of losing money, and I don't like the feeling of putting money in. Winning money is cool, but I have to do one of the two, and there's a good chance that both of the outcomes can happen, so I just stay away from it completely because it doesn't feel gratifying. If I put $500 in to let's say the Vikings beat the Bills, right? I put $500 in. If I was sitting there watching that fucking game, I would have thrown up 3 times. I would have passed out, would have drank a bottle of wine, would have called somebody. Even though the Vikings won, I probably would have won some money from that game. The initial feeling, like that anxiety of not knowing who's going to win, I'm fucking good. You guys are built different. I can't handle that shit. Ain't no way. Fuck no. Like, that's just such a... In the pit of your stomach, it's like, oh my God, all of the money that I worked for could be gone. Like, and that is like a point, that is like part of the risk, right? That is like one of the reasons why you like to gamble, because you don't know the outcome, which is why it's so addicting. Oh, I can do it again. 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 And then that one time after those like 4 times that you actually lost a lot of money that you win, it's like, oh my God, the fucking, your faith has been like replenished. So then you just keep going lower and lower, and then no, not me. So the results on that where 30.8% said yes, 2,181,354, and 69.2% said no, 4,893,222 votes. So this is the thing with Prop 26, was I honestly seen California being like, why not? You know, like, you can bet on sports games. It doesn't really affect anybody but us. But I feel like this was an issue bigger than what we could understand. Why is my nipple itch? I just scratched it. I got it. But this was a bigger one because it seemed like a new window for money coming into California was about to be paved right then and there. Because if you don't know, like, especially in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley, there's money fucking everywhere you look, everywhere you go, there's money somewhere, and there's a way to tap in. It's like everywhere is like oil ridden, and the trick is you have to figure out how to get that oil. So with Prop 26, this shit would have got a lot of motherfuckers out of the hood if it went through. But, no sports betting. No, we're not going to do that. Again, like, if I'm being honest, this is another one, like, I could see this being one of those props that doesn't go through that makes a lot of sense. Like, do you really need more people gambling? Like, because this could also be a potential thing for homelessness. You know what I mean? You gamble everything you have. You don't have fucking anything to show for it. You have to give up your house or your car, or, your kidney or some shit. You got to give up some ass cheeks. So this being gone does like limit a lot of things, or does set a lot of things in place for people to not get screwed. And the potential for people to make a lot of money was high, but the potential for people to lose a lot of money and to possibly like spin into a cycle of, just undeniable just regret and denial and just debt was way, way higher. And I think that's why it was so one-sided. Dude, so much good shit today. Let me see, what other props are there? What other props? Prop 28. Let's see. California Proposition 28, increase spending on art programs in public schools. So 37.5% said no, 2,666,801, and 62.5% said yes, 4,450,020 votes. So, wow, what the hell? So, requires K through 12 public schools to spend at least a certain percentage of their funds on arts and music programs. Fuck yeah. Let's go. If you don't understand why that's cool, then you should probably click the fuck off this episode. That's actually really dope, because for the longest time, a lot of the good programs were getting taken out of schools just because they didn't have any funding for them. Like, cooking is fucking gone. Home economics is gone. I haven't, I'm not sure what other high school, I'm pretty sure like arts and like literacy and shit like that, arts and music, all of that shit was probably on its way out unless the school just had that much funding. This is really sick because getting rid of things that actually keep kids in tuned and engaged and like willing to want to go to school, shit like this, like you can't fucking deny is just great. Hell yeah. Absolutely. And when I remember, now that I think about it, only a handful of schools have bands that are actually supported by, you know, family members, or, you know, sometimes faculty will pitch in, and, you know, you get the good instructor, and then you have to pay for all of the instruments, and it could be costly. Like I completely understand how you can look at arts and different kinds of musical instruments and shit like that, you know, in the confines of creation, and weed out certain things just so you can uphold more budget for a different thing. Like, if, you know, something stupid like fucking parent teacher conferences. There was I'm referencing back to a time where I was in school, and a teacher of mine the principal got exposed for spending some of the money that they had for funding for one of the, I don't know exactly what like area in the school it was, but they got caught up like taking some of that money out and spending it on themselves. And this isn't an isolated incident. Like, shit like this happens all over the place. So, you know, there's an actual law in place that you have to put aside a certain percentage of money to make sure that these are funded for and cared for. And if you don't, we're closing your school and we're making it into a barn. Nice. Very nice, very nice. We love that. Are there any more? Let's do one more prop. Hope you guys voted though. Like, for real. I hope you voted. Okay, Proposition 1 adds the right to abortion. This is obviously a landslide. I'm not even going to read the no. Just 65.7% yes, 4,671,763. Yeah, there's absolutely no fucking way that was going to get overturned. We live in California. Like, that's kind of all you have to say. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not from California and you're listening to this, abortion here is like it's protected like no fucking other. It is completely okay to terminate a pregnancy, and that is 100% like the parties involved's choice. That has nothing to do with the government. That has nothing to do with the man. That has everything to do with the person that is pregnant. And I don't think it's any deeper than that. I think it's just a human thing. Congrats for, you know, it's good to see. It's really good. It's always going to be good to see like props like this where we know how it should go just fucking landslided. Like, they didn't, the no 34.3%, 2,434,551. Like, you didn't stand a fucking chance. There's no shot. But the fact that 2 million people in California voted for this is I feel like it could have been a little higher, but, you know, still a landslide. Spin fire in the booth, but I'm not a rapper. Dude, it's nice. It's early in the fucking morning. I got a cup of coffee, woke up at 5:30 a.m. Make me some eggs, a few strips of fucking bacon, some oatmeal with some yogurt in that motherfucker, and a cup of coffee. I'm on top of the world right now, and then I get to sit here, talk to you guys. Nothing fucking like I should probably stream on TikTok or something, huh? Should we stream on TikTok, shake a little ass on TikTok, or what? Not, you gotta chill. Like, you can't just be busting the fuck down, because that's crazy. But you can for sure, like, just check in. Like, hey, I'm here. Hey, I just want you to know. Hey, I just want you to know that I'm here. That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. There we go. Look. Yo, that way. All right, we here spitting fire in the booth, but I'm not a rapper. Purpleroom RecordingZ, episode 201. Episode 201. You hear me? I'm off this fucking coffee, man. I got so much energy, I don't know what to do with it. Episode 121. Welcome back. Hello. You can go get yourself a drink, a fucking Scarol, or go get yourself a cannoli and come back. I'm gonna be here. It's been a really hard week. It's been just work. It's cold, so you have to work twice as hard. We get an hour of sleep, but the sun goes down quicker, so it makes you tired, and some people are finding it hard to adjust. Listen to me. This is the time of the year where depression spikes, so I need you to take care of yourself. I'm not fucking around right now when I'm talking to you. Take care of yourself. Make sure you get every chance that you have. Make sure that you set some time away for yourself so you can just decompress. Make sure that all that shit is just out the window, so the next day you're fresh, you're ready to go. You can go about your business. You can do it. You can go to your job that you love. You can go to the job that you hate and just perform. We don't need anybody, feeling anxious, feeling, like they're not loved. This is the time to reach out to people. This is the time to make sure that you're okay in the headspace that you're in. And I just need everybody to understand that how important this shit is. And I keep fucking up the TikTok thing. So before I keep going, on TikTok yesterday, I streamed myself washing dishes. And then the title was washing dishes. And then it's just me sitting at my computer. And it's there's no dishwasher there, so I have to change the title to Morning Podcast. Yeah! Gas. All right, there we go. Morning Podcast. Woo! So, what is it gonna be? Are you gonna actually take the time, effort, and energy to put that back into you, or give it to somebody that might need it a little more than you, because that also happens too? But make sure who comes first? You. Who comes first? You. Who comes first? You come first. Ain't no way. You come first, because if you, it's like when you're in a plane and the plane starts to fucking nosedive. Are you going to be able to help someone else if your oxygen mask isn't on? No. Hell no. So put that on first. Make sure that you're getting sturdy up in there. And after that, you should just be able to just go. Because if you make sure that you good, then everybody else around you will be okay. But the point being, this is the time of the year where it starts to get cold. You start to lose ambition, you start to lose focus, motivation, because it gets darker and the days get longer and you start working harder, and all of this shit is battling against you. But you have to remember, you have to use that as motivation to move forward, because it won't get easier, especially now. And December and January, where it gets really cold, December specifically, right? Because that's when you start seeing shit die. You start seeing trees look so barren. There's no fruit growing. It's cold as fuck. It's dark. It's really cold, really cold. It's really easy for people to lose motivation, and given the circumstances that they're in. And I live in California, and it gets cold out here. I don't know what the fuck it's like anywhere else. If you live in Texas, somewhere where it snows, Texas, fucking oh my god, it's so goddamn cold in Chicago, bro. You niggas is crazy. If I was in Chicago or New York, I would wear Timberlands every day. How many pairs of Timbs I got? 4. I have 4 pairs of Timbs in California. I don't need those. Not in California. I would say in Cali, there's one appropriate day, or not. Fuck all that. But it doesn't snow here. Is the point that I'm trying to make? It don't snow here, so I'm just wearing Timbs more for the look than anything. Yeah, they're warm boots. They're nice boots. If it's raining outside, I'm not gonna wear J's, but I don't really need them. They're more there for style. If I would be wearing Timberlands non-stop if I lived in New York or Chicago, because the cold, especially speaking of the weather changing, right? Why does it get so goddamn cold in Chicago? You know where else it gets really cold? Ohio. I don't know what the fuck it is about Ohio, but you guys have the craziest shit out there. Like, you guys have UFOs and purple water and people getting hit in the fucking head with bricks. Like, it doesn't make anything, no sense. Like, if you live in Ohio, bro, you gotta, I'm praying for you. I really am. I seen a dinosaur walking across the street on TikTok. I'm like, wow, that's in Ohio? Yeah, I'm happy I'm not from fucking Ohio. Ain't no way. But take care of yourself, because it's gonna get cold. Bundle up. I got myself a new, let me tell you something. This fucking jacket. Okay. This jacket I bought recently. Hey, you there? You in there? You listening to me? All right, listen, good. I've always wanted one of those big mafioso like trench coats. You know the ones I'm talking about, the buttons and the collar, and they're thick, they're big, they're warm in the inside. It's like nice material. It's silk, and it keeps you insulated, and it's warm as hell. You layer that over like another coat. I've been wanting one of these goddamn coats for so long, guys. I was waiting for a fucking deal. I was waiting for a sale like Ross or fucking H&M or Burlington Coat Factory or something online. I was waiting for a perfect opportunity for about a year and a half to buy one of these coats. I tried to look on Shein to see if they had one, and it's Shein, so all the material there is like made out of fucking either sheetrock or sandpaper, unless you're willing to spend a lot of money on it, and then you'll get something for decent quality. So I wasn't willing to go that route, but I went to the mall. Don't go to the mall. I don't like the mall. Not really, at least. You know, if we're going for a movie, or if it's like a specific shoe, or like getting something to eat, like in Valley Fair, they have some tremendous ramen places, you know, and then I'm game. But just to go to the fucking mall for the sake of going to the mall, nobody likes to do that. Especially, like, no one wants to do that. Anyway, I go to the mall. Go in the store. I'm not telling you what store I got this jacket at. I don't want you covering my motherfucking swag. Anyway, go in the mall. I see this coat. I see one of these coats, and I'm like, okay, so they have the coat that they want, but this one looks like shit. This one's ugly. It was like a dull, like cream pastel. Like it looked like picture the color beige, but you remove all of the life out of it. That's what it looked like. We don't need that. I don't need that. That sounds like a bunch of shit. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this back, and I'm not gonna stop until I find the coat that I came and I'm looking for, so I can conquer. Okay, get in there. The line is long. So I was thinking to myself, I'm probably not gonna find anything, so I, don't have to wait in this long ass line. So that's good. Look around. Whoa, the coat that I want is in black. Gas, nice, love black. But I've been trying to add more color and pop and flavor to my fucking arsenal of clothing. So I put that one back and I roll the dice again. Where am I gonna find this exact coat, but in a color that I can actually make go? And right in front of my eyes, I found it. It was like the beige, nice, like malt latte color that I fucking love in this coat, and I couldn't fucking believe it. It's been so long. It's been a long journey looking for a coat this goddamn magnificent, you guys. You have no idea. You have no idea. I'm genuinely thinking of wearing this coat to work. That's how much I love it. I don't even know how cold it's gonna be today, but just for the sake of swag itself, I'm probably gonna wear this coat. Love this fucking coat. I needed this coat. This coat is everything to me. You understand me? Like, this was the coat. I need one more, Actually, I take that back. I feel like no. Okay, I take that back. I need one. I'd be satisfied with one more coat. Maybe that black one. Got it for a good deal. Got it just through a hundo. Tremendous. Ain't no money. Just fucking $100. Walk out with the baddest motherfucking coat that I seen in there. And people in fashion, I know a lot of motherfuckers that like go on runways and they strut their ass and they look really good and shit. Maybe some of you can tell me what my goddamn dilemma is, but I will not spend $200 on pants. I won't spend $200 on a shirt. I'll spend $200 plus on shoes. I haven't done that in forever, but I'm willing to do it if the pair of shoes that I have in mind are like lit enough. And I'll always spend good money on coats. Because, okay, like $100 right on pants, I'm going to be reluctant to do it, but I understand the need. You know what I mean? $200 on a shirt, that makes no fucking sense to me. So is it more like, okay, I would be more inclined to buy a Balenciaga jacket versus a Balenciaga shirt, even if the jacket cost more, just because I know that it's gonna, like, longevity wise, it's going to stand the test of time. How long is that Balenciaga shirt gonna be a Balenciaga shirt? You know what I mean? Like, if we're like, how long is that going to be a shirt that you put in your rotation of clothes? Or even, you know, I don't know how this shit works with expensive shirts. I know how I would just assume that it's like everything else that's expensive, right? You don't wear it all the time. But then there are the weirdos that wear all of their most expensive shit on the regular, so it's not even special anymore. So like I had a friend that's like Supreme shirt one day, Balenciaga Tuesday, Bape one day, and then it's like he would just cycle those three shirts with fucking pants that he probably found in the gutter or some shit, and a pair of Jordans his dad had in the 80s. So it doesn't make any sense why you would ever buy a shirt that's that expensive if you can get something that's fine quality, good quality, even though it's more expensive, yes, but the longer you're gonna have it for a while. So if that's my only dilemma, right? Like when it comes to undershirts and shit to put under jackets and under hoodies and under sweaters, I feel like you can just do fucking whatever. Because it's not really going to matter, because if you're wearing a coat, that's what people are going to see. They don't give a fuck about the shirt that's underneath that, I would assume. Like, that's, at least in my case, like, if I'm looking at your outfit and you have a jacket on, a shirt on, pants and shoes, whatever the fuck, maybe a hat, I'm going to look at that jacket, I'm going to look at your pants, and I'm going to look at your shoes. I don't give a fuck about your shirt. Your shirt could say, "Hi, I'm fucking whack" on it, and I don't care. I don't. Like, I'm looking at the ensemble that takes up the most space. And what's taking up the most space is that beautiful jacket that you got. And then pants. Oh, you got some nice shoes. Oh, you do something with your makeup? You got earrings or something? Ooh, that way, you know? I'm not paying attention to the rest. But, it's just me. Spin fire in the booth, but I'm not a rapper. Purpleroom RecordingZ episode 121. I could do this all day. Oh my god, if I didn't, that's the goal though. Isn't that the goal? Like, you keep going, you keep trying until like this becomes your job. That's crazy. Dude, oh my god. Hey, I'm serious about that, about taking it easy though, dude. Fucking, midterms are coming up soon. I'm not ready for this shit, man. Midterms are coming up soon. I have a few exams I need to do for my job so I can get a certification. Waking up at 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. has, like, it's hard, but just like with anything that you wanted to do, you do it consistently enough. You do something for 3 weeks, or you attempt to do something for 3 weeks, it becomes a habit. So that's my goal. Just wake up at 3 a.m. and get everything I need to do done, just so the rest of the day is fucking lit. Like, I don't think that's hard. I don't think that's, like, enough, or that's difficult for me to implement into my day, especially if it's going to make me feel better. So tomorrow, right? I can do a little bit of podding, go to the fucking gym, come back, make some fucking breakfast, do everything I did over again. Bro, I had some really, really good pancakes on Sunday. I don't know how to make pancakes. I don't. You can flame me in the chat. You can flame me in the comments if you want. I don't know how. I don't know what it is about me. And this is coming from someone that like will spend time in the kitchen, hours if need be, cooking like meals. I'm talking fucking Italian shimanigot, fucking baked ziti, rigatoni, steak, fucking, fish, all different kinds of entree, like whatever. What I'm trying to cook, I will cook it and it will taste good. And I cannot mix batter in a bowl with egg, milk, butter, and a little bit of sugar and nutmeg because, like we're just lit, we just lit like this. I can't mix that, put it in a pan, flip it, and make it taste good until Sunday. I made the most glorious, these motherfuckers were good, pancakes, 7 different grains, had 4 these flapjack, a little bit of fruit preservative, maple syrup, a cup of coffee. It was over. There was nothing stopping me that day. Delicious. Took a fucking few hits of the pen. Tremendous. There's nothing getting my way. Who was gonna stop me? I got football on. Cowboys and the Packers are playing. Who's better than you, huh? Ain't nobody. The Vikings beat the Bills for some reason. It was, you can't win them all. But voted. Happy you voted. Happy you locked in. It's Monday as of recording of this. Spitting fire in the booth, but I'm not a rapper. Purpleroom RecordingZ episode 121. Thank you very much for coming out and listening. I got more podcasts for you. We fucking lit. Peace and love, baby. See you next time. Let's fucking rain.
Baby, I'ma catch you not supposed to fall to the end. Can we still be friends?